Salam Durut, hello to everyone. My name is Suleiman and I'm a Persian language teacher, researcher of Persian language and literature. Here is my channel Guftman, which means discourse, and we discuss Persian language, its history, Iran, and Persianate world. So today our topic is the role of Persian language in history. As you know, during the ages, Persian played a lingua-franca role in a quite big geography. From Balkans and Istanbul up to China and India, it used to be a lingua franca and had different status in different states. For instance, in India up to middle of 19th century, Persian was the official language and court language starting from 16th century, although in India before the 16th century it used to be also one of the major languages, and we have Amir Khosrow Dehlavi, the famous poet from India, who lived in 13th century, and he is one of the best classical poets of Persian literature. So in Ottoman Empire we have a great number of sultans, the rulers, who compose poetry in Persian language. And Persian or Farsi used to be one of the major languages in Osmani Empire. It used to be the language of bureaucracy, and the role is of that started even before Osmani Empire during the later Seljuk rulers. And the reason is that in Osmani Empire Persian language gained a great influence was because of Sufism. As you know, in 13th century the famous Persian poet Jalaluddin Rumi, or Balkhi, as also known in the Persian world as Maulana, composed his books, and he lived most of his life in Konya, nowadays Turkey. So Maulana, Balkhi or Rumi still is quite influential poet in the world and is considered as one of the most famous in the Western world. So back in the days in 13th and 14th centuries, he gained a great influence in Anatolia, nowadays Turkey, and Konya became the headquarters of Sufism and Persian language. Another famous poet, Abdurrahman Jami, who was from nowadays Herat, Afghanistan. He lived in 15th century and served at the Taymurid court. He was a close friend of Alisher Navo'i, the father or one of the greatest poets in Turkic literature. Although Alisher Navo'i also wrote in Persian, but he is more known for his impact on Turkic literature. So Abdurrahman Jami is still could be considered as one of the most famous poets in Turkey during Osmani Empire particularly. So we have two corners. One is Osmani Empire in the west, and one is India, which was Mughal Empire or Baburid Empire in the east, where Persian played a key role during at least 3 to 5 centuries. But apart from that, in Central Asia, we know that Persian played a key role during many states, during many different dynasties, and it was a court language, it was a language of poetry starting from 9th century AD, as Bukhara and Samarkand is considered as the birthplace of new Persian language. So in Azerbaijan and the Caucasus, we have plenty poets that composed their literature in Persian language, such as Nizami Ganjavi or Hagani Shirvani. Both lived in 12th century AD. And I can continue with more samples. So we see that the traditional area of Persian language spread from Turkey and Anatolia and Balkans in the west, and India and China in the east. But in nowadays Russia, in the Tatarstan and Bashkortostan, during many centuries, Persian was one of the major languages that used to be studied at schools and madrasas. It wasn't official language like in Turkey or in Osmani Empire or in India, but it used to be one of the main languages that educated person had to learn. So we will try to describe each period and each state in more details in our next videos. So hope to see you soon, and thank you for watching this video. Bedrut.